What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So happy to have you here. So, yesterday I found myself re-watching the Cell Saga from Dragon Ball Z. And I come to find out that it's actually my very favorite saga. It's my favorite out of all the Dragon Ball Z sagas. And why is that, you may ask? It's because every character in the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z has a specific role to play. And really, in my opinion, it's really the best saga of where we get to see all the Z fighters come together and fight. We are introduced to Trunks, we're introduced to the androids, we're introduced to Cell, of course, but for the most part, all of the characters have an intricate role to play in the story. Of course, you still have your usual main characters like Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, and stuff like that. But we also get to see some of the others, like Tien fight. And even though he's not very good at it, but Yamcha still plays a pivotal role in the story. We get to see more action scenes with Piccolo and him fighting. Heck, we even get to see Piccolo uniting from Kami, or uniting with Kami, excuse me. And for those of you who watched Dragon Ball, which was the prequel to Dragon Ball Z, you'll know what I'm talking about when it comes to Kami and Piccolo being rejoined again and coming together. That, and you'll also know what that means if you watch the Frieza saga of Dragon Ball Z, where Piccolo fused with Nail, another Namekian. But I really find as I rewatch this saga why it's my favorite. And it's not just because Gohan at 11 years old, who's Goku's son, turns into a Super Saiyan, because we can also say that that was one of the best Super Saiyan transformations of all time. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 is impressive, and it is one of my favorite transformations, Super Saiyan 3. But Gohan still holds pretty high up there. But really, what I can say that I love about the Cell Saga is, just like I said, I can't reiterate it enough, is that all of the characters play a pivotal role. Trunks coming back from the future to warn Goku about the androids. Goku contracting a heart virus. Goku, for the good half of the saga, not being there. And so, because he's not there, we get to see more of the characters. We get to see Vegeta finally realize his goal of becoming a Super Saiyan and becoming the strongest. Until Android 17 and 18 basically beat him to, well, just beat the crap out of him, and then he realizes that it's not enough just to be a Super Saiyan, that I have to ascend. We see the other Z fighters even before the androids show up, training, preparing themselves. We see training sessions with Vegeta when he's in the weight chamber of his spaceship. We see Gohan, Piccolo, Goku train for the androids. Tien's training for the androids. Yamcha trains for the androids. We get to meet, eventually we get to meet Android 16. And then to culminate it all, we have Cell, who has come back from the future to absorb Android 17 and 18 so that he can become complete. And the thing with Cell is that he's, thanks to Dr. Gero, he's Dr. Gero's greatest creation, and he has cells, hence the name Cell, but he has cells from all the different fighters, from Piccolo to Yamcha to Tien to Vegeta to Goku to Gohan to Krillin to Trunks to even Frieza and his father, King Cole. And we see that Dr. Gero, thought ahead and it's like, okay, what's going to be the best way to beat Goku? Because we find out that Dr. Gero, hates Goku for destroying the Red Ribbon Army and has constantly been seeking revenge for all these years. But if you are a Dragon Ball Z fan like I am, then you already know all that stuff. But for the main part, this is why I love the Cell Saga, is because you get to see all of the characters. Now I know what you're thinking, but you're thinking, but Michael, we've always seen the Dragon Ball Z fighters come together. And while that's true in some instances, I mean, one example is, yes, we did see Tien, Yamcha, Krillin, Chaozu. We saw them fight against Vegeta and Nappa when they first came to Earth. So we saw that. But after that, we didn't really see much of them fighting. I mean, we saw cameos of Yamcha and Tien and Chaozu during the Frieza saga because they were all hanging out with King Kai and watching Goku battle Frieza, watching Piccolo battle Frieza, and watching all the events on Namek unfold, right? But the main plot of Namek was, who did we have? We had Vegeta, we had Krillin, we had Gohan, we had, yes, Bulma, we met Dende. But for the most part, our main focus was Frieza and beating Frieza and trying to get off of Namek alive. And also, originally trying to go to Namek to use the Namekian Dragon Balls to wish Yamcha, Tien, Chaozu, and hopefully Piccolo back to life. And that was a whole story. And then, if you guys want to count the Garlic Jr. saga, I would say the Garlic Jr. saga, we basically just focused on Gohan, Krillin, and Piccolo defeating Garlic Jr., who manages to escape the Dead Zone. And if you don't know what that is, I highly recommend you go watch Dragon Ball Z, the Dead Zone movie, because that'll give you all the information that you need there. Anyway, and then, of course, there's the Buu saga, and I've also rewatched scenes and clips from the Buu saga on YouTube, and it just, there are some parts for me where the Buu saga just kind of, it goes into a slow burn, and I feel they could do more with it. But again, it's one of those instances where I say it doesn't really bring all the Z fighters together. Granted, the entire world is at stake because you're fighting Majin Buu, and the entire world is at stake when it comes to Cell and Frieza and stuff like that. But the Cell saga is the one saga I can say that I really, really love, because every individual character has their role to play in this saga. For instance, another example is Tien, when Cell transforms into his second form, not his complete form, but his second form, after he absorbs Android 17, to give Android 18 and 16 a chance to escape. Tien knows he's not strong enough, but he's going to give it everything he's got to try and hold off Cell until both the androids get away and Vegeta or Trunks or Goku or Gohan can get their training done to come help him out. And I thought that was really cool. And then some of you may be thinking, but Michael, what about Dragon Ball Super? What about the Tournament of Power? And we saw the Z fighters come together there. And yeah, that's true. That's very true. And you make a good point, my dear viewer, that Dragon Ball Super, yes, we did see the Z fighters come together to fight in the Tournament of Power. But essentially, if you look at the main whole storyline of it, yes, they all had their intricate roles to play, and I won't deny that. But it doesn't hold a candle, in my opinion, to the Cell Saga. Another example of the Cell Saga is when Piccolo unites with Kami to fight the androids. Kami actually unites with Piccolo because he knows about Cell. And Piccolo is the very first one to fight Cell in his base form and finds out who Cell really is. And then it's all about a race against time to try to stop Cell from, you know, absorbing the androids. So, and then of course, if you want to count the Dragon Ball Z movies, yeah, one of my favorite is BoJack Unbound, because in BoJack Unbound, we actually do get to see more of the Z fighters come together, essentially, I would say, one last time. You get Trunks, you get Vegeta, you get Piccolo, you get Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, Gohan, Teen Gohan, well, we'll say Kid Gohan, but they're all fighting against, you know, intergalactic pirates, BoJack and his crew. And I think that's kind of a good, I would say, send-off to the Cell Saga, because it's a chance for Gohan to be the protector of Earth now that Goku is, you know, dead. And we do get a cameo from Goku in BoJack Unbound. You know, Goku uses instant transmission to basically, even though he's dead, by the way, to basically go and punch BoJack in the face so that he can rescue Gohan and tell him, wake up, you know, the world needs you, you know, unleash your true power, you have the power within. And then Gohan's able to find the strength and beat BoJack. But all in all, guys, I really do love watching the Cell Saga. I'm currently rewatching it on Crunchyroll. I started it yesterday, like I said. I love it. It's one of my favorite series in Dragon Ball Z. I'm looking forward to Dragon Ball Daima in October. I want to see what kind of new stuff they're going to do. Remember, guys, for all you Dragon Ball fans out there, Dragon Ball Daima was the last project that Akira Toriyama sensei worked on. And I can't wait to see what kind of new surprises are in store for us, because I'm thinking it's probably going to be really, really good and stuff like that. Also, I know Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is coming out real soon, if it's not out already, so I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, guys, that's enough rambling out of me. I really wanted to make this video for you guys. I really wanted to talk a little bit about Dragon Ball Z and my love for it. And one last thing before we get out of here, I will say, I think another reason why I love the Cell Saga is because besides the Frieza Saga, the Cell Saga I can remember very well. It was my favorite because it was premiered on Toonami, and Toonami had it going for the longest time. Not just the Frieza Saga. They had the main two sagas that were going for Toonami at the time were the Frieza Saga and the Cell Saga. And so those bring back nostalgia memories for me. So, yeah. But anyway, that's enough rambling out of me, guys. Thanks for checking out this video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite saga of Dragon Ball Z? Do you like the Saiyan Saga? Do you like the Frieza Saga? Do you like the Cell Saga? Maybe you're a Majin Buu fan. I mean, hey, little guy is pretty evil. But don't get me wrong, I do love Majin Buu too, because Majin Buu is pretty sick. But let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite Dragon Ball Z saga? Do you like Dragon Ball Super? How many of you are Dragon Ball Super fans out there? How many of you love the Tournament of Power? And are you guys excited for Dragon Ball Daima coming out in October? Let me know in the comments below. You guys know what to do after that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I make another video. And remember, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go make it an anime day. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys, and may the power protect you.